Welcome to this Star People astrology and tarot card reading that I have called The Aftermath of the Full Moon in Leo on February 8 or 9, depending on where you are in the world. Because I felt very unwell in the hours up to the full moon and during the full moon this time, with severe headaches, extreme fatigue, and just feeling uncomfortable in my body in general. So I thought that for some of you out there, you might have felt the same. And so I chose to do a reading about it, asking the star people what they are trying to communicate to us after this full moon, which energies that are being sort of beamed through to us. This reading I will begin by choosing a color card, and the card that came out when I shuffled my deck was Emerald. Calm your mind, body and soul. And as the full moon is all about water, we can see as well on this card that the water is depicted through raindrops coming from above, and it's like there's water coming up from below as well. So as I have talked about before in my readings, wisdom is coming through water, as our bodies consist of approximately 80% water. And as scientists are always looking for water on new planets that they have detected as a sign of life, then I feel that some kind of communication through water has also come in during this full moon. And as we know, the moon is electromagnetic as it controls the tides of the oceans. I find it very natural to believe that through electromagnetic powers combined with the movement of water, there is information being exchanged. Now the green color is talking about the heart chakra. So here we are asked to go within our heart through our emotions to feel what kind of messages have come through to us individually. As I have mentioned also before in my readings, emotions are crucial to try to find out or break down impulses coming through to us electrically. So if we go within through our heart chakra and really try to detect ourselves what's going on inside of us on an emotional level, we will overcome obstacles, difficulties of any nature, because that is the chakra where we are really beginning to listen, where we are beginning to come into alignment with the universe. Now we'll pull a couple of astrology cards to find out what else the star people are trying to communicate to us. And here we have the 11th house. Now the 11th house is about our ideals, ideas that we share with friends or in a group or in an organization. It's talking about humanity and cosmic laws. It's talking about the world citizen and the pilgrim. So I feel very much that there is something distant going on here. And as we can read on the card, this is about where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. And as we can see on this card, there's a little girl staring out her window, having her little altar with all of her wishes, looking out on a star, and you cannot help yourself thinking that she is imagining all of her dreams come true. It is about going deeper and further into our life purpose, thinking big, dare to go the path. Dare to take the journey of life with all that it pertains. It is about the big wide world, and so here anything can happen as long as we put our intentions fully into what it is we want to do with our lives. So perhaps you are expecting now to join a certain group of people, a certain organization. Maybe you're hoping for a new job, to move abroad, to go and live in a different city, or perhaps even changing your lifestyle on a deeper level. So the star people are communicating to us that now is the time to dream, think, and do big in our lives, to go where we have never been before perhaps, and that we can do it now with other people. However, it is also cautioning us to have a second look at the people we have in our lives, at the events that we are joining in our lives, and ask ourselves if it is what we really want, if it is really mirroring our most genuine feelings, thoughts, and ideas, reflecting who we truly are in our essence. The second card that came out from the deck was Aquarius. So this is telling us a little bit about the energy surrounding the 11th house, and actually Aquarius is the zodiac sign that rules the 11th house. Now, as these cards have come out randomly, which means that I have not selected them for this reading in particular, I feel definitely that the star people is spot on right now when it comes to what is playing out on Mother Earth. They really want our attention, they want us to listen, they want us to make the absolutely best of ourselves. Now, Aquarius is all about the humanitarian. It's all about community, gathering together, at the same time preserving the right to be an individual, to be you, your unique you within a group. And as it says on the card, this energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So we can claim our freedom, both on an individual level, within a group, and collectively as a group coming together to fight for the same cause. Now, Aquarius is also called the water bearer, even though it is an air sign. So again, I think this is very clearly talking about what has come in during this full moon, that it's water, and also about electricity, electronical impulses, as Aquarius also, like it said on the card, is about technology, it's about science, it's about electricity. Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus, which is all about sudden moves, telepathy, higher thinking, and like I mentioned before, impulses. So it seems as if the star people are telling us that the time is up, the time is now for the globe to come together, to fight for freedom, to be rebellious in the act, perhaps without being directly violent, as these are the historical times where we are being reminded of putting the patterns that began many thousand years ago to an end. Like I've mentioned before, we've had Pluto, Saturn in an unusual constellation with the South Node, which is all about the past, which we have not seen for 500 years. So if we go 500 years back, we had many religious wars. We had people fighting for the freedom to believe in natural healing, believing in that power through money was never really such a great idea. We are at a crucial moment right now where we have a phenomenal chance to put an end to this underlying structure of our modern society that builds actually on ideas, thoughts, and beliefs that are approximately 500 years old. We are still seeing people in greed wanting to hold on to their own money, their own power for the sake of the money and the power. But as we are also seeing on the world stage is people gathering together to stand up against their leaders, to tell them that change is coming, whether they want it or not. Okay, so let's move on to some tarot and see what it has for us. The first major arcana card that turns up is number 3, the Empress. And at the bottom of the card, we have card number 20, Judgment. So this is telling us that some kind of beneficial influence, some kind of new birth is coming into the world. We have now the chance to align with our own inner universal intelligence that connects us with other civilizations and planets around us. Now is the time to rise up from the darkness, to be free like the bird we see on the picture, so that we can see things from up above, so that we can give the right judgment to things. The Judgment card is also about initiation, change of position, a wake-up call if you want. So I feel that with the Empress coming in, having the overall intelligence, being the one you want to go to for the advice, is now coming into the world, offering us its assistance. And as we can see on the card with the Empress, we have a moon depicted there. It's a new moon, so it's talking about now that there are new beginnings for us, that we have cleansed something out with this full moon, as to me water is also a sign of being cleansed, being purified. And we can all become all of that, like the tree on the card, standing there, proud and tall, with all its knowledge, ready to face new beginnings. From the Minor Arcana card deck, I pulled 7 of Pentacles and Son of Cups. 7 of Pentacles is talking about charity, doing our civil duty, optimism. And if some of you are starting up your own business, then this is a very good time to do so, whatever it is you're dreaming of. Remember, it's about the 11th house, it's about our dreams now. But as I also can see on the card, it's like a rising, one pentacle in front of the other. That again is reminding us to build up together. So make sure that you join in with the people with whom you feel resonance, because it's in those situations where great dreams can come true. The Son of Cups is love. Maybe a little bit immature, but it's there. It's a new glimpse of a new kind of love. Love for humanity, love for the individual in the group, love for the group at the same time as a whole. And the words that come in my mind when talking about this are mutual respect. If we have mutual respect, we can come and build a long way. Now the Minor Arcana cards read together with the Major Arcana cards, we are here talking about receiving beneficial influence or reaching beneficial influence, aligning with higher intelligence through building up together here on earth a new earth life, doing charity, doing our civil duty, which is to not only build for ourselves but also build for each other. Rising up into the light to see things from a higher perspective, rising up in the light from the dark with a whole new understanding of what love really is. I would also like to add that on the card with the Son of Cups, it's like the cup is full of colors now. This is a sign of beginning of abundance. Abundance of love, abundance of mutual respect, abundance of joy, abundance of nurturing and caring for each other. And to me, the swan depicted on the card as well is a symbol of grace and gratitude. So if we hold those terms clearly in our mind, we can come a long way in a new, deeper understanding of how to take care of each other, ourselves, and Mother Earth. Okay, so let's have a look at the 2 last cards that I pulled for this reading. Here we have 2 direct messages from the Star People. And the first card that I drew for the Major Arcana cards and the 11th house was support. I surround myself with those who support my vision and share my values. Again, here we are reminded that it is important now to have a look at our lives and the people who are in it and ask ourselves if these individuals are really the ones who truly get who I am, who truly want what is best for me as well. It is a reminder to go and look for the groups and individuals with whom we can not only build but also outlive our dreams and biggest hopes and visions for our lives. The time we share with each other on earth is so short, and this is a reminder to us to get the very best out of it, to dare to take chances even though it hurts, and even though it feels a bit difficult from time to time, because it is possible to get to where we want to in our lives. The second card I pulled, which was for the Minor Arcana cards, was Purpose. My dreams connect me to my purpose. Exactly. When we start to put our hands in the soil, really going deep with what it is that we want for our lives, what our intentions really are about, then we connect automatically to our purpose. Because our purpose is to be in total alignment with what we want to do with our lives. And back to the Emerald card. When we go within our heart chakra, when we go in and listen to our emotional impulses, when we listen to the dialogue that we have there with the universe, then we will be on the right place at the right time, which is exactly what is going on right now in the world. This is where we are at. The question is, do we acknowledge it? Are we fully awakened to see that, to perceive it, and to act on it? So I feel that this is a major wake-up call from the Star people to really try and tell us what matters in life, what is possible in life, and that we should really start to get into the Aquarian age of time that we are in right now for the next many thousand years, to align with what is unconventional, what goes beyond modern living, modern structures of living. What goes beyond traditional laws, traditional rules, that goes beyond limitations actually. Where have we been limiting ourselves in our beliefs? And that goes for any area of life. When we have found out which areas this is concerning, and that can be very individual, we can start to work on that, going deeper. And when we start doing that, we are automatically also at the same time beginning to build new, due to the fact that we have actually had the courage to start to ask ourselves existential questions. To me also, this reading is a message for us to love more, to love bigger, to love deeper, to simply replace love with everything else, which will give us an insight in life that we perhaps for some of us had never had before. So this was the message that was coming through from the Star people in relation to the full moon in Leo we had here in February 2020. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching and listening. Take care. Bye for now.